Alright, day 3, working on the teardrop build. I did let the sides dry overnight before touching it, and I did put a tarp over it just to keep all moisture off. However, I made a mistake. I need to start this whole episode off just by saying I think I made a mistake. So, I used liquid nails, and it was called Super Bond. I need to find that tube. Let's see what I did with it. There it is. Ugh. And I should have tested this out before. It's called Liquid Nails. Let's flip it around so it reads correctly. Liquid Nails Heavy Duty. And instead of, I tested out just liquid nails. And comes to find out they're two different beasts. And I was testing. When I was testing, I did let this sit overnight and then tried to pull it apart like I did in the prior test when I did Gorilla Glue versus liquid nails. And I got some bad news. I was able to pull it apart and it actually made the foam melt a little bit. It degraded its ability to bond. So now I'm really worried. Because I'll have to be honest, that side over there, I actually did a combination of that and Gorilla Glue. I did a bead of each. But this side, I just used liquid nails. And I'll have to be honest, the reason why I did just a bead of each, I thought I'd test the strength. Anyway, I'm glad this is my first try at this. I do have a solution that I'm going to do on both sides actually to make them even stronger than just doing the canvas. I wasn't going to do it, but now that I'm a little worried about how well that will adhere to that wood and didn't cause the the melting effect, basically. Yeah, I'm not very happy right at the moment. I should have just stuck with just standard liquid nails instead of what I used the word heavy duty. I thought, oh, it's got to be better, right? It's heavy duty. Anyway, I don't think it's so heavy duty. It probably is from wood to wood or something like that, but not with foam. So, note to self, don't use that. But you'll see the next technique that I'm actually going to do. But first I'm going to actually cut the top. And I have a 5-foot span, and I decided to lay one whole big piece. So what I'm going to have to do is take a foot off. And I think either I'm going to do it right down the middle. I'm going to measure and determine how to use the rest of the pieces that I have at the moment, because I know I have to go get some more. But I believe I'm either going to cut it down to half or add 1 foot on and then let that dry while I go shopping for the rest of the parts I need. Alright, I've got the roof now cut. I have to make some more cuts. Explain what I'm doing here. So what I opted for, since it's 5 feet across, obviously I'm going to need either a foot on one end, but I actually decided to cut it in half. That's what I'm going to do. Yeah, cut it in half, just lightly. Hopefully I can make this seal right down the middle. I'm going to use the 2 fresh ends, actually. I'm going to use this end. It's going to be flipped over. And then I am going to make cuts right along here. I don't know, about every inch or so. 1.5 inches, maybe 2. I'll maybe first try every 2 inches and see how that works to be able to bend this. And what I'll probably do is lay down one piece and see how it works out. That way I don't mess up the other one. And it'll give me an idea what I should do on the other piece. So yeah, probably put it something like about yay. Yeah, probably right about like that. This will be for my back hatch. Because the wall on the inside is going to start right about there going down. That will be going across and shut that off, but I'm not going to do that for a little while. That way I can get access easy to the inside. I think I'll do the rear end of this very last. That way, again, I have easy access. I can carry stuff in and out. I might build the structure though for it and then make it so it shuts up with the door. That way I can kind of seal it better in case it decides to rain on me. Even though today I know it's not gonna. It's gonna be beautiful for the next few days. I do have to go run and get some supplies though, because I am out of foam. So yeah, my next task is gonna be cutting this piece, bending it around, gluing it in place, and see how that fares. I'll probably, while I'm at it, I will have to glue those 2x4s in place, because I'm going to actually attach it also to the 2x4s, so those will probably have to be in place prior to. So anyway, here we go. Alright, this is what I decided. I'm going to have to wipe that drip so that doesn't cause a problem. But anyway, I'm just going to start off with this little section. Not going to rush. Start off with that, glue it down so I have a good base to start on. The reason why I didn't start on the other side, well, after I cut the lines, I realized I wanted this rough side out, this edge. And I didn't want the writing on the top or the outside. I've had a lot of people that made a comment before in videos that that'll actually show through, and I want the outside to look somewhat smooth. I will be sanding that, but that isn't going to be my top priority at first. First, I just want to get it dried in. So again, if the weather did change on me. So I thought I'd just glue down that back side. That way I don't have the tension pulling down yet. So after that gets good and hard and dry, then I will do the bend. I did have a couple other people ask how come I didn't cut the windows or doors in yet. Big question, or the big answer on that actually, is I wanted it stronger while I worked with it. I'm going to worry about that after I actually canvas it. That isn't the normal way that a lot of people do it, but that's the way I'm going to do it. And anyway, I still have to fix my mistake from yesterday, which is taking that screen door fiberglassing, and I'm going to go along the edge on the outside and the inside there, like 4 inches of it, and strengthen that up with some Titebond 2 glue. But I want to get this drying first, so I do have that drying, and that's what's going to start me off today, and let that dry for a few hours. And that'll give me a time to actually do that project down there. And I'm going to wait till one side is pretty much done, and then I will actually secure the other top and seal, of course, the middle. Alright, for all you Gorilla Glue users out there, I've got a pretty helpful tip that saved me some with Gorilla Glue. Anyway, I'll show you that right now. So, of course, you can get even bigger than this of the original Gorilla Glue. Bonds virtually everything, which is true, even your fingers, which I've got a little on mine. However, I like to get a bigger container and leave the lid so it's all sealed up so that none of it goes to waste, and then refill the little containers. The reason why, one, it's easier to work with when you're using such a smaller bottle, and you'll always keep that fresh because you can tighten the lid down. So anyway, such a simple little tip, but it's worked over the years for me so that I don't end up wasting it. And I already have one lid that's all set, ready to go, and the other is all sealed up. And especially when you got a large project, it's easier to work this little bottle. Anyway, hope that helps. Okay, let me just recap. So, I now have the top on. I did get one little crack doing it this way and duct taping it down. Seems to be just on the surface, so it's no big deal. By the time I seal it up with the drop cloth, it'll be just fine. But I did get that. I did glue together my center beam really well and taped it and pulled it really tight. But again, that'll be sealed all by the poor man's fiberglass. I did kind of sketch out the door just to kind of get an idea. Kind of want a larger one matching the curve there. It's going to be a custom door. This is drying up at the front. Oh, and my mistake that I did where I didn't feel the bond was good enough to the wood there. To start off, I'm doing an extra layer of screen door meshing and tight bond. That should turn out really strong. And then I'll be coating it also with the fiberglass. Poor man's fiberglass. Did the similar thing on this side, but this side I'm not too concerned about, but I hit it in a couple extra spots just to make sure. Let's go around this way. Oh yeah, and I also did it on the inside edge as well. So yeah, that's what we got going so far. It's getting there. This is day 4. Hopefully, a couple more days it'll be a dried in shell. I still have to build the, it's gonna take a little while to build the back tailgate, I guess you'd call it. The trunk, the lid, the door on the back door, that's probably good. The back door for the kitchen. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you subscribe, it helps out a lot, even though I don't have very many subscribers yet. I'm trying to get there though. Thank you so much for watching, and you guys take care. We'll see you in the next one.